On-chain analytics firm Sentiment says XRP is one to watch. I'm going to tell you what milestones that XRP is actually hitting this week, why Sentiment is paying such big attention to it. Also, literally hundreds of millions of XRP are on the move into and out of exchanges. I'm going to tell you what this could mean, who it's from, and who's doing the transferring. And is this just a simple movement of XRP, or does it mean something bullish? Also, over in the UK, they have officially labeled Bitcoin as property. Now, that might sound like it's something insignificant, but I'm going to tell you exactly why it's so significant. Because in my opinion, why it was labeled property isn't exactly its best use case for why they actually labeled it property. So I'm going to go over it in this video. Also, if you follow some of the other altcoins, if you follow some of the meme coins, Shiba Inu has continued to make headlines. In this video, I'm going to go over what they've been doing over the past couple of weeks, including, like I mentioned in my last video, a metaverse project, and now getting listed on a huge exchange. I'm going to tell you what that means for Shiba Inu. Hey everyone, my name is Randy. Welcome back to the Late Night Grind. And right now on this channel, we are covering the Ripple versus the SEC case, as well as other cryptocurrency news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any or all these topics interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Late Night Grind community, and also hit that bell notification icon so that YouTube will send you a notification when I release a new video. Also, if you do a couple of things, I'd appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up button, watch this video to the end, and of course, check out my Patreon, link in the description below. If you do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, let's jump into it. So first, let's talk about Shiba Inu because it's been making headlines. It's been making waves over the past few weeks. Actually, in my last video, I mentioned how there is a metaverse project being built for Shiba Inu, and they're actually using a famous visualization studio that's worked with Marvel Comics and Star Wars and things like that. Now it's coming out that Shiba Inu was most recently listed on a huge exchange over in the Philippines. Now you might say, well, that doesn't exactly sound like a huge market, but the site that it was actually listed on is called coins.ph. Now this is one of the oldest exchanges in the Philippines, in fact in most of Asia. Not only that, it has about 18 million users, and what they were saying is that it was officially approved by Banco Central of Philippines, which means basically it's accessible to the rest of the world, not just the Philippines. So even though it's got 18 million users, that number could grow significantly. It's basically having the same effect as something getting listed on Coinbase. It gets listed and it gets a lot of attention. So as of right now, this coin is putting Dogecoin on notice as the meme coin to look out for. Now, it is about a 7x back to its all-time high, so just something you want to keep an eye on for the next bull run. Maybe make a check mark buy it or a star buy it as one to watch when things start going north again. Not financial advice. All right, so now let's talk about why the UK has labeled Bitcoin property. This isn't actually something new. In fact, England did it back in 2019, and the UK recently did it because, according to what they say, it's basically a way for them to claw back the Bitcoin from victims of scams and theft, hackers that use software to take over computer systems, things like that. However, I think, yes, it has a use case for that, but in my opinion, it has a much bigger use case, or at least putting companies on notice, at least in the UK. And this is why. If you've been following what's going on in the rest of the crypto space, you know, Celsius has had solvency issues. In fact, many places have had solvency issues. BlockFi. Now, these companies, their marketing said that your deposits are basically still your deposits, almost like a bank. But now that they went insolvent and filed bankruptcy, people are finding out that no, the deposits that you made onto those networks are no longer yours. They belong to Celsius according to their buried terms of service and all of the legal loopholes that they've actually created in order to say, no, if you deposit on our network, it's now our tokens. So, in my opinion, by the UK labeling Bitcoin property, it's going to put companies on notice that say, no, it's not your it's not your tokens. If a user puts their tokens on your network, it's still their property. This can be very easily used by modifying terms of service, modifying legal language. Yes, Celsius and BlockFi and a few others, not necessarily located in the UK, but to me, it seems like they're headed that direction where if somebody wants to do business in the UK, they're going to have to abide by these certain laws. And calling Bitcoin official property now would give them a road to go ahead and do that. But let me know in the comments section down below what you guys think. All right, so now let's talk about Sentiment and what they're saying about XRP and why it's one to watch from an analytics perspective. Now, Sentiment, they're an on-chain analytics firm. They see all the on-chain activity, and they've been really keying in on XRP the last few weeks. I actually mentioned it several days ago in one of my videos that they've been keeping an eye on the trading volume of XRP because it was spiking so high. Well, recently they tweeted out some of the ongoings that XRP is actually doing, including the movements of hundreds of millions of XRP, who it's going to, who it's moving from, and who it's going to. Now, of course, there's some speculation as to why that is, but listen to some of these numbers. They noted that massive amounts of XRP were being used to transfer crypto off of exchanges of FTX and Bitstamp. They did follow. Now, Whale Alert actually followed that up by saying FTX moved over 63 million XRP to BitGo, and Bitstamp transferred 46 million over to BitGo, basically the same place. Also, it was noted that BitGo was acquired by Galaxy Digital last year, which is actually Mike Novogratz' company. If you don't know who Mike Novogratz is, he's basically a crypto billionaire. He owns a ton of Bitcoin. He is an Ethereum whale. He is a Bitcoin whale. And at one point, he was a Luna whale. He even got a tattoo of that. Big mistake. But some of the more interesting things that Santiment was pointing out that caught my attention was that he said 2 primary active XRP wallets have been beginning to shift their XRP content. But not only that, several large dormant wallets that hold large amounts of XRP recently became active and have begun moving its content. Now, from what this article is discussing, is basically the movement of XRP, many of which are going directly from Ripple to these other exchanges. Now, in my opinion, you could probably try to connect the dots and see that, listen, because of all these ongoings with the Ripple versus the SEC case, there could be a lot of people now placing their bets as to XRP and it getting its regulatory clarity through this case of the SEC versus Ripple. Now, that's just speculation. My view covering this case and covering what exchanges and exchanges that don't even list XRP are doing with hundreds of millions of XRP, you'd have to believe that one thinks that there are a lot of people shifting some of their assets into XRP, knowing that regulatory clarity could mean an absolute boom for XRP's price. And Sentiment actually prefaced a lot of these pieces of information by saying XRP is ahead of the altcoin pack. And I think they were largely talking about the trading volume, the amount of XRP being traded and shifted around compared to a lot of the altcoin market, and it makes sense. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think it means for all of these XRP being shifted around, and the most important, that hundreds of millions of these XRP going from Ripple directly out to these exchanges, because in my opinion, it means that people are starting to buy. Whales are starting to buy. So it's one thing that I wanted to check out with the Santiment on-chain analytics is see who is actually buying the XRP, other than, of course, just the exchanges, which have to have them on hand for people to do the buying. I did want to direct you up to the community tab on this channel. I put up a poll there recently because I wanted to know what you guys think about this channel potentially starting a Discord, a free Discord, in which we can talk about XRP, we can talk about news, trends, analysis, and all the other stuff. Or if you think there's just far too many Discord options out there in this space already. But let me know in the comment section below. Also, go ahead and participate in that poll. I'd love to know what you guys think. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end, for smashing that thumbs up button, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.